Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. Today is March 1st, and as I was expecting, there is a ton of news regarding airdrops, and I want to share those with you. We're going to be discussing some of the airdrops that you can start claiming, others that have announced the airdropping dates, and some others that have announced different things that you need to know if you are farming those airdrops. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, so let's discuss what are we going to be mentioning today. First one is Black Panther. I discussed that airdrop in the previous video I made about Cosmos. So they are already allowing people to claim points. And I'm going to show you in my browser in a moment how to do that. But as of now, you can claim those points to your wallet and eventually trade them for Black, which is going to be their token. Next, we're going to be discussing Parcl, because Parcl is about to complete the season and you can still add some money to your positions there and get more points, which potentially is going to be getting you a larger airdrop, and hopefully that's going to be happening really, really soon. Next, we're going to be discussing Blast. They launched their mainnet today, and along with that, there's a ton of things that you need to know. With that, now we're going to be discussing Wormhole. As you know, we have already tried to farm that. They had their snapshot and they have announced a number of things that are really interesting. If you have been farming that airdrop, one of those is a date that might be coming really, really soon this month and that you need to be aware of. Next, and before we finish this video, we're going to be discussing ZkSync, which is one of the airdrops that I most appreciate and expect and have been farming the most. And there is one piece of news that I got from their Discord that might make a difference on the amount of airdrop that you get. And finally, guys, I have been trying to discuss Monad, which again is going to be one of the largest airdrops, or that is what it's heard around the Discord channels and the Telegram channels. And there's stuff you need to start doing in order to qualify, because they are about to launch their testnet. And once the testnet is launched, potentially there's going to be activities that you can do to start earning that airdrop, but it is very exclusive. It's not going to be open to everyone. So I'm going to show you what you need to do. So guys, as you have noticed, there's a ton of things. March is going to be a super month for airdrops. And without further ado, again, let's go to the browser and begin discussing all of this. Okay, this is Black Panther. Again, Black Panther is a validator on the Cosmos ecosystem that will airdrop to people who choose to stake with them through the Kepler dashboard, or even you can do that directly through them, but it's easier and faster if you do that through the Kepler dashboard. And if you have not watched that video on the Cosmos airdrop, I'm going to leave the link on the upper right hand of this video, so you can go there and start earning whatever is going to become coming in terms of airdrops from that ecosystem. Now, Black Panther, they provided a link, and again, all of these links are going to be in the description of this video, so you don't have to be trying to get them on Google and trying not to fall on the many scams that have started appearing everywhere in this crypto ecosystem. So when you click here, so of course, let's go a step back. They have announced they created a point system, and you need to be claiming those points to your wallet. So once they launch your token, you're going to be able to exchange those points for that token and other benefits. So let's go to that page. I am here, and this is the information. I'm going to zoom in so we can read easier. So basically, this is what they say. We are distributing point tokens on the injective mainnet to incentivize user participation. So points, the same thing we've been seeing with MarginFi and all those other airdrops, Nostra. Apparently that is the thing this season. You get more points that qualify you for a bigger airdrops, with some provisions, because there are things you can do to increase that even more than your points. And I'm going to be discussing that when we get to the ZkSync. So Point tokens will be used to unlock rewards when we launch our Black token, which will allow token holders to earn Black Panther's protocol revenue. So there's going to be revenue sharing. And of course, you're going to be getting that token, and that will entitle you to that portion of the revenue. So think of that as a token with interest, or at least that is my understanding of that. Point tokens, well, we already read this. Earned from staking your LP tokens will need to be claimed manually from the vault page under the stake tab under the claim rewards. So that is a secondary way of earning points with them. That is providing liquidity, which is not the same as staking. What I showed you how to do in that video was staking, which is kind of safer. And once you provide liquidity, then you're getting into impermanent loss. And that is a whole different thing. I'm not actually explaining how to do that because that's not something I'm really interested in, and that might cause you some loss, as it's called, impermanent loss. So I wouldn't bother with this, but you can claim those tokens from this page if you have been staking. So claimable point tokens for staking INJ with our validator will only be shown here on March 1st after we have taken the snapshot. So they took a snapshot already. Before March 1st, claimable points will be shown as 0. So today it's March 1st. So basically that's when you get to see how much you got. So I got 12 points for the INJ that I have been staking for probably a month and a half. And it says airdrop balance 0 points. I would imagine that this is going to be updated as time flows forward, and you can claim more points and get to your balance. Now, there's one very important thing I want you to know about this, other than just ticking the check marks, which is this. You need to have at least 0.2 INJ tokens in your Mainnet wallet to pay for the gas fees to claim these points. Now, how much is 0.2 INJ or injective? That is actually $8, guys. So that is a ton of money. And I'm not sure, I'm going to try to find out if I can hold, get claiming these points, and if I can claim them in the near future, because if I have to be spending $8 like every week or so to claim the points, the ongoing points is going to get really expensive. And I don't know if the airdrop is going to be worth more than the gas fees. So I'm going to let you know on a following video if this is the case. For now, I'm not going to be claiming. If you want to claim, you can just click on claim airdrop. It's going to ask you to open your wallet, accept the transaction, pay those gas fees, and then you'll get those points in your wallet. So that's Panther. Let's go to the next thing, which is Parcl. Now, Parcl, they are on season 2. They had season 1. And it's really easy to get points, guys. There's 2 ways of doing this. One is actually betting on how the real estate market are going to be doing in the coming days and weeks. So if you believe that, for example, Los Angeles is going to be getting more expensive, then you would bet on this coming, right now it's going down. So you could bet on this going in certain directions. So you can long it if you think it's going to go up. You can short it if you think it's going to be going down. And this is a fun way of participating in the US real estate without actually buying a home. However, guys, you need to know a little bit about real estate in the US particularly, because each city has a different economy. And I've been actually investing in real estate for some years now in the US. I lived in LA, I lived in San Jose, in Silicon Valley, and in Texas. So I know those markets, I know those cities, but I wouldn't have a clue of how Portland would behave, or London, or even Phoenix. So if you know what you're doing, this is one interesting way to earn money. It's slow because the markets move slowly in the US, but it would earn you points for the airdrop. The other safer way, guys, to get more points is this one. It's providing liquidity to this market so that people can trade and bet on the upside or the downside. Now, how do you do that? The interface is kind of messy. It's not as easy as it used to be. They have been changing it. I don't know who they hired as a user experience designer, but it seems that the previous guy was more clear on making things easier. So you go up here to the hamburger menu, and then you come down and click on provide liquidity. Once you provide liquidity, you click on deposit liquidity and you need to have USDC. And you click here and you actually, if you had, I already provided a little more liquidity. So I spent my USDC here. And once you click here, you accept, you confirm with your wallet, and then you will see your balance updated here. Now, I used to earn 400 points per day. Now, since today, I upped that. I'm earning 1,125 points per day. So right now I have a total of 9,000 points. I have been using Parcl since probably December last year. But before that, they didn't provide any points. Now, if you add this, I could be earning double this in 10 days. So that's one way. I'm going to place a referral link on the description of this video that will earn you and me more points if you are interested in this airdrop. And it seems to me they're going to be airdropping really soon, because they mentioned that they would potentially not do an airdrop season 3, which means once this season ends, then that's going to be the airdrop. Again, it's not a certainty, but it's a high probability. So I already discussed Parcl. Now let's close this window and let's get to Blast, guys. Blast, they launched their L1, their L2 today. And if you had been participating in that airdrop, and I created a video about that some weeks ago, you had to bridge your ETH to Blast, and then today it is unlocked, which means you can transfer that money back. Now, guys, Blast is really, really interesting, and I might be creating a video exclusive to Blast. What I want you to know, and they created this incentive that I think it's unique, it's fantastic, which is once you bridge to Blast your ETH, so there's a number of tokens you can bridge to Blast, and by keeping them in your wallet, not on an exchange, not on a centralized or decentralized exchange, not lending it, not staking it, just keeping that in your wallet, your ETH will accumulate interest, or the other tokens like USDC, USDT, DAI. So that's 4 different tokens that you can just leave in your wallet in Blast, and that will increase in price. So here they provide an example. They say Blast natively participates in ETH staking. So they can, I don't know if they're using EigenLayer or what, or if they're staking directly and they have a validator. The staking yield is passed back to the L2's users and dApps. So by you being a user, you're getting part of that interest. But again, guys, you don't need to risk your tokens. You just leave them in your wallet. So if EigenLayer, I hope not, but if it goes broke, you don't participate in that failure. I mean, what could happen is that Blast just disappears from one day to the other. I highly doubt it. Normally, blockchains are more stable than dApps. It could happen, guys, but I don't think it's going to be happening. So you leave that in your wallet, and then your ETH, it will start growing. So if you deposit 1 ETH in your wallet, over time it will grow to 1.04. So you're going to be getting more of that ETH just by leaving it in your wallet. So you don't have to stake it. You don't have to do anything else. And that is unique of this blockchain. And I think they will going to be attracting a ton of money. And actually, if you had bridge ETH to participate in the airdrop, you already have more of that ETH because they have already been providing that interest. So again, this is how it works. It's EVM compatible. And according to them, what Blast does, if you're using stable coins on their chain, you're getting interest. And how do they get money to pay you interest? They deposit that on T-bills, which is US government bills that pay interest. So you're getting actually part of what the US government pays in interest. Now, it's tiny compared to the yields you can get elsewhere, but it's very secure in terms of risk. And again, they launched their mainnet today. They have been getting money from different sources. So far, they got apparently 20 million from all these investors, which is really nice. So that's basically the summary of what is going on today with Blast. And let's see. That takes us to this other website that I had previously discussed, and this is related to Blast, which it's a number of things that you can do in the ecosystem that will get you points or raffles, and many of these are just social tasks. So all you have to do is follow and click and share and that will earn you more experience points. As you see, I have 265, so that has been accrued by doing really simple tasks. So I would go here today, and if you have been participating, continue doing. I mean, some of the previous ones have just been deleted, but some of this, I mean, you can still go ahead and participate in this, and you would earn more stuff by doing these tasks. And again, potentially this task will also affect or increase the points you get by on the main Blast blockchain. Next, this is the airdrop page of Blast, and I'm going to also leave the link on the description of this video. And as you can see, you log in, you click on your wallet, you log in, and then it will tell you if you have participated in this following that video I published earlier, how many points do you have that you can unlock on Blast Mainnet. So it takes you through a number of different screens, and you eventually get here. So I originally had 753 points before the launch date. That means today, and that was multiplied by 9. I don't know why, but I'm happy that I got a 9x of my points. And I'm going to click here on next, and then it says goodbye early access. Hello main Blast Mainnet. It's time to move to Mainnet. You will keep earning points, so that's an important thing, guys. You can still earn more points for that airdrop by doing stuff on the Mainnet, which of course it will mean that you need to spend a little bit of gas to get those extra points, but I think it's going to be worth it. Blast has an enormous amount of activity today. It has exceeded Optimism and a lot of other more established L2s. So yeah, don't leave this to waste. Invest some time in this, and of course now a little bit of gas, and it's not expensive to do transaction on Blast, so you can actually get more of that airdrop. So I'm going to click on move to Mainnet, and that is going to open my wallet. It's going to ask me to confirm. Nice thing to know, Rabbi wallet or Rabbi wallet is actually now working on Blast. It used to not work, now it does. And apparently I don't have enough ETH for gas fees, so I need to double check how that works. But if you do, then you can move this to Mainnet and start adding points by doing those actions on Mainnet. So another thing I want you to know before we move on to the next bit of news, it's this little number on the bottom side of the page, and this is a time value logged. So they got all the way to $2.4 billion just for people trying to get that airdrop. But now that they're providing a yield, I think this is going to be growing more than other L2s, and we'll see. I think there's a bright future for Blast, and I'm certainly, if I had to choose where I'm going to be leaving my ETH on my wallet and even USDC, it's going to be probably in this blockchain. So let's go to the next piece of news. This is Wormhole, and Wormhole, although they have not announced their airdrop today, or in the previous days, there's two things that we can try to deduct. One, this is on Hyperliquid. This is kind of a Whales market where the token is traded before its launch. And normally, guys, the price at launch date, it's very similar to, I don't know how it works. It's kind of magic, but normally it's very close. So it appears that, at least at this moment, 1W, which is going to be their token, is going to be worth around $1. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you. The other one is this bit of news, and that is a potential date of launching their token. So this is a tweet, and both Binance and Bybit, they actually discuss a potential date, which is March 20. So if you qualified for that airdrop, again, I had a video on that, then we could potentially be seeing that airdrop on March 20. So keep your eyes peeled, because we might need to claim this. And as you know, if you don't claim, that portion of the airdrop is going to be redistributed amongst people who did claim. So let's keep our eyes peeled on March 20 to get this information. Now let's discuss ZkSync. And again, guys, I told you there's a ton of information about airdrops. I was on the Discord channel and discussing a number of things, and someone apparently an insider told me that having this NFT could make a difference on how much you receive. Now, this right now is kind of gossip, but I thought I would mention this. I actually purchased one myself, and there's a number of things that you can do with this token. One, of course, is that piece of gossip. You might be getting more of the airdrop. Normally, airdrops will assign a number of tokens to holders of certain tokens, to people who trade it in their blockchains, but also to holders of NFT. So I don't think this is an official airdrop of ZkSync, so I don't think it's far from the reality. Another thing that you need to do, or you can do, is go to Guild, and once you have this airdrop, it's going to actually provide you more access. So this is the page of Guild. If you have not been here, I highly suggest you get here and get a role or get access in those airdrops that you're trying to get. So I am, if you see the check marks, those are kind of the official ones. And I am on ZkSync, Stargate, Base, and Orbiter, and Massa. I'm in all of them. And actually, I'm in all of this. I didn't remember getting into Star, for example, or Zero Land. But by being part of that guild, you get more access. One of the hardest to get into is ZkSync. I'm going to click here so you can see that. And don't worry, guys, the links are on the description of this video. So you don't have to be taking notes right now. You can always jump back to this chapter and get that information and go to the description of the video and get your link. So to get here, there's 3 different ways, actually 2. One is to get verified level 1. How do you get verified? You need to have at least 10 transactions on ZkSync. If you followed my video on that airdrop, you probably have a ton more than that. You need to have a Discord account older than 3 months. I hope you do that. If you don't, get it right now, guys, because it's really, really important if you're trying to farm airdrops, and have a verified email address. And lastly, if you click below here, have a Gitcoin passport with a 15 score or more. And I'm going to be doing a video on Gitcoin passport, but more and more, it is one thing required by airdrops, which is proving that you're not a cyborg, you're not a bot, you're actually a real human. And it's kind of hard to get those points. So I already have 21 points or something like that out of 100 possible points. But if you have 15, which is rather a low bar, you can get verified. Now, it took me several days to get to 15. So I would start working on that. Some of those things that you need to do to get more points is joining or actually, connecting your socials to Gitcoin passport. But then you need to do more stuff, which gets harder. I've gone through a number of them. One of them, I actually hated it. And it's a kind of a dictatorship of proof of humanity. And I will let you know in that video which ones just to stay away from, because it's a waste of money and time. And it's actually, decentralized. Everything is supposed to be a better democracy. And one of this proof of humanity is actually like a dictatorship. And but again, this is not that video. But you need to get that passport. Now, another way, a very easy way to get verified if you don't have those points, is to get this NFT. So you just get this NFT, put it on your wallet, and right away you have access and you become a member of this guild. Now, the next level that I'm still missing, and I could actually get right now because I already have 20 points on my Gitcoin passport, is have that verified level 1 role on the ZkSync server. Basically, that's just being verified on their server, and have a Gitcoin passport of 20. So let's see if we can actually do that right now so you can see how it's done. Let's see if it's possible. Yeah, it's really set. So I'm going to click here on this cogwheel, and it's going to check if I already have these 2 things. Of course, I am already verified, and that takes no more than 2 minutes or 3 potentially. Now I got access to. So again, even if you have already done this and you didn't have one of these levels, once you are sure that you're going to be getting these others, remember to come back here and update all your information. Now you can also mint a pin and that will create another transaction on ZkSync. And I don't know if this is going to be different. I already have this, so it's not worth spending gas fees. But this is one of the NFTs that will let ZkSync know that you are part of that guild. So we're discussing two different NFTs, Libertas Omnibus, which is the one you can buy, and this one, which is the one you can get on the guild. Now that takes us to the last section. Well, okay, I'm going to place the link in the description of this video. This is a marketplace. This is one of the best NFT marketplaces I've ever seen. So much better than OpenSea, so much better than, sorry guys, Tensor. I know, people have been using Tensor if they are participating in the Solana airdrops, but Tensor is kind of hard. The user interface is horrible, but Element is magnificent, and it's available on a lot of chains, so you can do every transaction you want to do over here mostly. So last thing, guys, I want to discuss Monad. Monad is one of those mega blockchains. They have a lot of funding, and once they launch, the token distribution might be worth a lot of money. So how do you get into this airdrop? And I'm going to be doing a video specifically about Monad, what it is and how you can get into it. But the one thing I want you to start doing is to get into the Discord server and start chatting. That's all you need to do, guys. So as you can see, I'm already in, but when you start being part of Monad, you are asked to participate in the community. For Monad, the community is really important. And once you get accepted, like they call it a purgatory, because you are there, you're in the Discord, but you're not part of the Monad community as officially. So you will get the newbie chat and the NFT, I think it's more the memes or one of these channels. So you get access to this too. If you are good creating memes, then as many as you can, just upload them here into memes, and that will get you more, let's say, points to become an official member of Monad. And if you're not good there, then just go to the newbie chat section and participate. It's hard, guys. It's hard work. It took me like a month and a half to get approved and into the upper echelon of Monad. But just by that very fact, it means that the airdrop will potentially be distributed amongst a lot fewer people, which might mean it's going to be a lot more usier. So if you are interested in getting into this, it's easy. Just come here, chat for 5-10 minutes every day. It is a great community, I will say. I have some friends already here that I have not made in other Discord channels. It's a fun community. It's an interesting community. A lot of people are crypto enthusiasts. So that by itself is worth your time. But once you get approved, you're going to be being able to participate on that testnet, earn that testnet airdrop, and then eventually either create a node or become part of the official Mainnet airdrop. So I hope this video was interesting, guys. And I know it was a ton of information. Normally, I want to try to discuss up to 4 projects per video, but there was so much information, and I don't want you to miss any opportunity coming to our airdrop season and our airdrop community. So I wanted to give you as much information as I could, because March is a mega month for airdrops. So make sure to like this video if you liked it, if you found it informational and interesting. So I hope to see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to Startup Central, because as always, we keep discussing airdrops, crypto gems, and in general, how to make money in crypto. See you in the next video. Bye-bye now.